We'll step aside, take a quick breather here. You're listening to the Ohio Sports Radio Network. Sharks 14, Drillers nothing, 7:44 left to go in our first quarter. 2 touchdown bombs by the Eaton native in Tommy Jones. The Drillers looking to get the ball back on offense. Their first snap was a turnover, as Victorio Jones snuck his way underneath, stole the ball away. As Van Zant's getting ready to kick it back for number 14 in Kendrick Johnson. Johnson had a great return for the Drillers as he plays this one in the air, runs towards the middle, cuts towards his left. He's not getting one there. Great tackle by number 7 and Demetrius McCray. McCray with a great takedown of Kendrick Johnson. Johnson tried to attack the near side of the field and he was unsuccessful in doing so. So the Sharks start the defense up. And the Drillers have it 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line. 9 yards away from the midfield. And Panasuk back up. Quarterback from LaSalle University, home of the Explorers of the A-10. One of the more unique names in college sports on this side of the country. Panasuk, he's got 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The one on the right is in motion, and Panasuk breaks through. He finds an open number 11 in for the touchdown. He walks it in. Marcus Smith, a graduate of the University of New Mexico, walks it in, and that gives the Drillers their first points of the game. 14-6 Sharks. Marcus Smith, a great read. Panasuk broke 3. And he threw a bomb right around the 15-yard line of Dayton. And that is Marcus Smith knocking it down. See what the Drillers do here for extra points. If they kick it, or if they just side for the 2-pointer. Looks like they're going to go for 2. 14-6 Dayton. And indeed, Drillers will be going here. Looks like it will be 2. Marcus Smith with the touchdown, and it's ran in and short by number 18, Chris Johnson. He's listed as a defensive back from Villanova University. Victorio Jones with the stuff. And that gives the Sharks a 14-6 lead. Sharks looking for the season sweep of the Drillers. Drillers just scored first time tonight. Dayton Sharks 14, Eastern Kentucky Drillers 6, 5:39 left to go in our first quarter. Sharks with 14 unanswered. Here at the historic Hare Arena for the second home game in Sharks history. Taking the place of the Dayton Silverbacks, the Sharks looking to make a big statement in the Continental Indoor Football League. They're currently tied with the Saginaw Sting, last year's champions, and the Erie Explosion, who actually came into the CIFL from the United Indoor Football League, just like these drillers did. So the drillers will be kicking off. Looks like Robert Red's in the back. He's ready for the ball. Red's a graduate of Wayne High School, home of the Warriors. A solid football program in Huber Heights. They play in the Greater Western Ohio Conference. Here at Hare Arena, 14-6 Dayton. And Andre Taylor will be kicking off again. Listed as a wide receiver. He's had both kicks so far. Robert Red stands at the Dayton 12. It's actually in between the Dayton 12 and the Dayton 13. Johnson. Making Andre Taylor. He waits to kick off. Almost hits the Hare Arena scoreboard. Pulled down by Red at the Dayton 3. He cuts through. He's got a driller approaching. And Red is slammed to the Eastern Kentucky 20. A little bit of shoulders throwing and drillers surrounding Red. The Stripes break it up. So Robert Red returns that for about 24 yards. Is on the Eastern Kentucky 22-yard line. 14-6 Sharks, 5:13 and rolling left to go in our first quarter. Sharks touchdowns are sponsored by NovaCare. Second half touchdowns will be sponsored by the Holiday Inn North, I-275. And today's broadcast and first down will be sponsored by Neutralite from Amway. Tommy Jones leads his crew. Hand slaps in the air. And Jones will send two wide receivers to the far side. That's his left. One to the right, his near side. And Sawyer to his right. Jones, quick fire. Robert Red, great catch at the Eastern Kentucky 12. And the refs say he was out near the Dayton bench. And they're going to mark it at the Eastern Kentucky 11. That's a first down for the Sharks. First down sponsored by Neutralite by Amway. 1 yard separates the first down marker from the end zone. The Sharks have it again. Jones, his team leads 14-6, and he puts his left hand over ahead of a Shark. Jones points out with his right arm, sends two wide receivers to the near side, and he'll send the wide receiver in motion on the far side. That will be Mincy. Mincy's already got a touchdown reception on the day. He spins around. Jones throws it towards his right, and looks like we have an incomplete pass. Almost getting his hands on it. That was Cameron Bryant, number 15. He graduated from Virginia Union University. It'll be second down and 10, Sharks. 3:30 and the clock is rolling here at Hare Arena. Jones gets the team to slap their hands together. Sends two wide receivers to the right and one to the far side. About the same formation. Sawyer's on the other side of Jones, though. And Sawyer will get it. Tries to break open. And he is stuffed right around the Drillers' 11. And it looks like the refs will say he got positive yardage. And they'll mark it just past the Drillers' 11. Third down, and let's call it a long 9 for these Sharks. They're dressed in their black jerseys today, and the Drillers wear their yellow suits. Jones sends all three wide receivers to the near side. 2 out of 3 in the backfield. He tells Mincy to move up to the line. McGarity will be the man in motion. McGarity runs through, and Jones has the football. He looks at his options, Tommy Jones does, and it will bounce at the Eastern Kentucky 3-yard line. Incomplete goes the ball. It's Cameron Bryant waving his arms off. So that gives the Sharks a fourth down situation yet again. Last time the Sharks had a fourth down situation, they converted to a first down. Sponsored by Neutralite from Amway. Jones waves his right arm around, talks to his team. Difference between arena football and outdoor football. Instead of 11, you got 8. For Jones, he's got 4 offensive weapons, and he's got 3 offensive linesmen in front. Minute 36 and rolling in the first quarter. Jones looks towards his left, rolls towards his right. He's got to hurry. He's got a driller breathing down his neck, and it's off the glass. Incomplete. Mincy asking one of the refs why that's not a penalty. Mincy's like, come on. And he's not going to get the yellow flags a-flying. And that's a turnover downs by the Sharks. Eastern Kentucky will have it on their own 11. First and 10, Drillers. Great stand by the Drillers defense there when the Sharks got it just a yard shy of the 10-yard line. They really clamped away, took away Jones's routes. 14-6, Dayton, and the clock is spinning. 50 seconds and rolling left to go in our first quarter. Steven Panosuk, he's got it back. He sends a wide receiver to the far side, 2 on the near side, and he runs it off. Running with the ball, that's 34, James Finklia. He graduated from New Mexico Highlands University. He gets back to around the 11-yard line. That'll be second down and 10, Eastern Kentucky. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage as the clock continues to roll. 10 seconds now in the first quarter. Looks like the Drillers are just going to play this off. Watch the clock roll. So one of the Drillers points it out, and that does indeed end our first quarter. Your score after 1, the Dayton Sharks 14 and the Eastern Kentucky Drillers 6. We'll be right back as the teams. Let's start that second quarter up. Dayton 14, Eastern Kentucky 6. Here at the historic Hare Arena, second home game for these Sharks. They went 3-0 on their road trip, that includes stops at Owensboro, Kentucky, Marion, Ohio, and Pikeville, Kentucky take on the Drillers in their home turf. Drillers have it on their own 11, second down and 10 for the Drillers. Panasok, he's got it. He sends 2 wide receivers to the near side. He throws it to the right side off the fingertips of Marcus Smith. Incomplete as it lands on the glass. And that will take us to a third down and 10 situation for the Drillers. If you're wondering why I'm saying glass, it's hockey glass here at Hare Arena. Not too sure how easy it is to take them apart, but they are rolling around. The glass is rolling around the rink, or the turf as I call it. That's what gives us the Shark Tank nickname. The Sharks play in a rink here. Now with 14:20 left to go in the second quarter, Drillers have a third and 10 situation. Panasuk looks around, he is about to be sacked, and he is taken down in the end zone.